solo. And nah, cause motherfuckers out here like really went through some shit.
It's serious business out here, my guy. It's
You
serious
get
business out
with
here.
a chick that what I'm saying, you hook up with a chick, you really dig her, you find out she got a what I'm saying, a kid or whatever. The older we get, the likelihood of a woman having a child is that. You know what I'm saying? But then you find out the reason why she fucking with you is because you can save her.
No,
You
no,
know
no.
what I'm saying? Think about it. And that shit is a thing. Just like his dudes out here who prey on them type of women.
Nah, no, thank you.
That's crazy, man. It's like just the when you take it from a macro view and just look at it, you're like, boy, we wild out here, bro.
That's crazy when you think about it like that, man. Yikes.
Yeah. It's like,
So she praying on him and he praying on her.
yeah, it's like,
All because his shit was all broken up.
yep. It got to the point where it's like when you talk about savage behavior and shit like that, we had a primal state, bro, in certain segments of our community.
This shit is sad, man.
That's why a lot of us, what I'm saying, we get intoxicated to numb the pain.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Because motherfuckers just don't know what to do with themselves.
And they don't trust. Like, think about it like this: there's so much distrust that been placed on like our quote unquote leadership. So much, what I'm saying, it's distrust everywhere, bro.
What and then to me, I would say, what leadership? You know?
It's all questionable now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the ones who do try to step up and they say something, you could just be like, this nigga here
Yeah.
just ain't right. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas is about like I would say, like, I'll use Dr. Umar as an example. Like what he represents. You know what I'm saying? Like, you laughing, like what his intentions are versus the way we view him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably feels like I'm one of the brave ones that's willing to speak up and say some shit, right? I should, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep forging forward. The rest of us like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of truth in what he says, but he peppered that shit down with his own philosophy. You know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
a lot of us just can't get with that, and that's the case with a lot of who we consider to be our leaders.
Do you
That's what happened with
did you
Bill
consider
Cosby.
him like a hustler?
Yeah, because I know what hustlers do. I know how.
Yeah.
But think about it like this though: Malcolm X was a hustler. Think about it. You see what I'm saying? Before he ever went to prison.
Facts. Facts.
That's the point I'm making, bro. Like,
Oh.
that's why I can't measure a man by that perception, bro. I just have to measure him based on his words and how, what I'm saying, the optics of it.
Okay. I just go by the actions. For me, it would just sound like motherfuckers are just out here trying to get a dollar out of it. You know?
I'm gonna tell you like this though, but we live in a capitalist society.
Correct. So yeah.
And every movement it costs money.
Everything costs money.
So that's another thing I had to I shelved that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta throw it away.
You know what I'm saying? I would say who else we got, because most of our leadership is reflected through different media and different lanes, right? So like another one I would consider to be like a quote unquote leader would be like Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Because what he stand on and what he represent, he ain't necessarily representing the entire movement, but he paints a picture that people in the hood can relate to. You know what I'm saying? People in the middle can relate to. That's what each one, like Dr. Umar represents one. Here's another one, and this is an up and coming dude. And the reason why I'm gonna put his name in there is because he polarizing as fuck, but our community gravitates towards him.
Who was that?
Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, all he ever talk about is bringing the black family back together. That's all he ever.
So I haven't made time to really listen to his message, bro.
Right.
But I was just going off some of the stuff that you were sending me, and then some of the clips that I may have seen on Facebook where it was like the women didn't understand their place and what a man was really trying to do, and what a man should be capable of doing, if I'm saying it right. So I really need to sit down and listen to him so I can get a better view of what it is he got going on.
I'll give you a brief summary of like one of his talking points. All right. Well, what I'm describing right now, as far as like bringing the black family back together, getting men in their kids' lives, and blah blah blah. Right. He had a episode where he asked these women, they all call in and they talking about they got a kid, but they want them high value men. Now, a high value man is a dude who's resourceful to his peers. You know what I'm saying? He's wealthy. He's part of a strong network of people. You know what I'm saying? And losing him is a detriment to his peer group. You know what I'm saying? So a high value man is a dude. A high value man can make $80,000 a year, but because he's all those other things, he's a pillar in his community. Magic Johnson is a high value man. You know what I'm saying? Diddy is a high value man. He got a network. You know what I'm saying? If losing him, because he employs people. You see what I'm saying? So those are just mere examples. But these regular ass women who got kids are leaning into trying to find that man. That's fantasy thinking, bro. That's the Disney.
That's not a reality, bro.
Disney. But think about it. If we have regular everyday women calling into his show with that on their mind, we have a problem. We have a problem, bro, because hypergamy is like addiction to sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are naturally hypergamous. They need somebody who's gonna provide and protect, right?
Yeah.
And women want a man who makes more money than them. They don't want a man who make as much money as them. So if you got a lot of women out here, they not necessarily broke women, but they don't want to work all these long hours. They don't want to have to not be home with their kids. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? So what they want is somebody who can solve their problems. They call it in the Kevin Samuels show on looking for hope.
Yeah.
And he's checking them. He's giving them raw reality checks. He's trying, because he's looking at like, why are you not with your kid's father? What went wrong there? Shit like that.
We hustle sun up until sundown, just to keep businesses in our part of town. That's black gold, black gold, black gold, black gold. It's community wealth when we support ourselves. Recycle the money before you spend somewhere else. That's black gold, black gold.